Hello there. Greetings and hello there, everyone. It is I, your ever-loving Star Wars dad. Do the liking and subscribing just like Red5 Nooch over there tells you to do. I'm here today with my pal, longtime viewer. You've been on the channel for a long time, Justin Z, or is it Justin Kai or Justin Z Legolas Z? What? Tell me how to do it right, Justin.
It's Justin Z Legolas.
Okay. It's for those. It's not on the screen, and it's not his name, but it's XiLegolasXi, and he's on YouTube all the time. So if you're on a stream, you're very likely to see Justin pop up. Well, it's good to see you, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm good. What's with the name Waza?
So I actually received this account from a buddy of mine. He said he was leaving. He said he didn't have time for his all. I was like, I can just play it for you, just help you out with your game plan. What is your goals of the account? And he said, I don't really have any goals, just kind of do your thing. He had like 5 or 7 relics at the time, or working on a BG squad, and I kind of just helped him out and gave him progress. Like, hey, here's some progress. Do you still want your account? And he just told me, he's like, hey, just keep it. And it's been like a year later, and I'm at 35 relics. I only went up about a mil GP in that time frame.
Yeah. So is this an alt for you then, or is this your new account?
So I call this my main alt, or my main account that I work probably the hardest on.
Okay.
Right now. Yeah.
Well, it's a Lord Vader rush. So tell me about this. Where'd this Lord Vader rush coming from? What's the idea here?
So everybody was always bashing on Lord Vader when he first came out. He's bad. He's not all this. But when I look at his requirements, to me, in my honest opinion, with his journey guides, the requirements he needs for gas, I think he's the best GL for requirements wise. I know it's kind of a hot take.
No, now why do you think he's the best GL core requirements? And your Embo is only 5 stars. What's up with that?
Oh, so I'm working on him. So right now, I actually stopped farming my Lord Vader rush right now to go for Inquisitors, because I am in a 350 mil GP guild. So they asked me to stop, if I was willing to stop my Lord Vader rush to go for Inquisitors. And I thought to myself, hey, that's actually a good idea. I can have GI, Riva, Lord Vader, and possibly Executor before 3 mil GP. I think that's a grand plan.
You have almost nothing left for Lord Vader, though, right? Except for...
So I'm literally just one gear away for Dooku to be gear 13. Okay. So I'm doing both at the same time. So I'm doing the Inquisitors right now, but I'm still side farming my Embo. He's kind of like my last. If I don't have any more energy or my refreshes, whatever energy I have left, I use it for him.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it like, I mean, you're going to go for Inquisitors, and I get it, your guild's asking you to do it, but you're literally one character, which is Embo, and a few relic levels on a few other characters away from Lord Vader, which is, I mean, that's about as close as you can get to a Galactic Legend without having a Galactic Legend. So, I mean, what's the priority going to be? Are you gonna do this entire Inquisitor thing, or are you just farming for the Inquisitors in the background while you finish Lord Vader and then doing? What's the priority order here?
So, priority for me to stay in the guild is I need to finish up the Inquisitors first, but they already know that I'm very close to Lord Vader wise with all the requirements, and they said just if you can just do both, but just try to have Inquisitors more important. I'm like, yeah, that's totally fine. Right now, I'm just stuck on the Kairos right now.
Oh, yeah, right. That'll stick you on Inquisitors. Yeah.
So they have like a requirement of 500. So most of them are gear 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I finish Count Dooku and Embo, by the time I'll probably have like Inquisitors done.
Yeah, and you've only got, I mean, 100 Kairos for Dooku and 100 Kairos for Oh, now my brain's
Embo.
yeah for Embo.
So I'm ready. So I just have to do one more set of Kairos for Count Dooku, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll be done with Count Dooku.
Okay.
So I'll just get him just to at least a relic level. Won't get him to 8 just yet because I'm farming fifth brother right now.
Okay.
So he's already at 5 stars. I got like I think in the last 2 days about 70 shards. I had like good RNG with for Cantina farm. So
Now let's talk about some. So you were gifted this account or whatever, and it wasn't very far along. And it sounds like the guy who had it was just playing for fun, and he probably played for maybe a year and just kind of wandered around. Right? Would that be accurate?
yeah, he had another account that was bigger.
Okay.
He had like SLKR and Executor by like 4 mil already.
Right.
So he's like, hey, I don't have time. You know, is anybody willing just to take this account over and until I want to play it again, just to
Mm-hmm.
help out? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll just help you out, just to see what you need. And then he's like, you know what, just keep the account. I'm like, okay. If
So
you,
yeah, what I want to talk about is so I'm assuming you're in a Rise of the Empire guild, right? That's doing rote territory battle. That's why I got to get the Inquisitors.
yeah,
Okay. And you're 2.3 million, which is not that's not a big account. You're definitely like early game on this and close to Lord Vader, but what? There's a lot of sacrifices that you're making on the roster to do the Lord Vader and now to do the Inquisitors. Let's talk about those sacrifices. I mean, what are the things you've left behind, or do you not feel like do you feel like this is just what you want to do and you're not concerned about you know um, leaving rebels on the table or I just looked at a team a minute ago. There's a lot of teams here. Old Republic, Jedi. There's a lot of things. Do you have the Qui-Gon Omicron? I don't think I saw that. Did I?
no, I did not.
Yeah. So
So,
what are you leaving behind here? And tell me how, because I see Emphas there, but a lot of stuff that you could be farming that you're not. So tell me about that.
so this account is, just kind of just for fun. It's like I do take the account serious. I'm very competitive. My modding, I work on modding quite frequently. That's what I mainly care about. Is just the mods, finishing my farming. I like on my alts. I like to be lean in my main. That's where I just kind of just do whatever, kind of just go with the flow. I mean, I've been playing since December of 2015, but I took some breaks,
Mm-hmm.
and so like to me, for an alt account, I'm not too worried. Like I talked to the officer and it's like, hey, this is my roster. What do you think? Type of deal. And he's like, you know what? If you stop what you're doing and farm the Inquisitors to help us out, are you willing to do that and to sacrifice that? I'm like, yeah. It's just an alt account. It's not like it's like my main account because my alt and my main are together in the same guild. So that's how I was able to get into that guild.
Mm-hmm.
So I am done farming the executor requirements. Just need to do the relic levels. So I'm just doing that before I farm up fifth brother
Okay.
in that account. So it's just more for fun, just to see what I can get into. Like I've always been competitive, played in other top tier guilds that I've been in. I've been in 2 guilds that have won at least 100 territory war battles in a row. 2 different guilds.
All right.
So I
So
kind of
so basically, it's an alt, and you've picked what you want to do, and you're going to go do it, while also working within the confines of you're in a really good guild, and they've asked you to do something, so you're gonna punch that in too, right? That's kind of what I hear, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But if it was your main account, you might be a little more picky and a little more like you might have Grandmaster Yoda at 7 stars, which I don't know why you've got 5 Jedi, right? Yeah, you could. Is it just a credit thing, or you've got his shards but haven't taken him to 7 stars yet?
So I have his shards.
Okay.
I'm very very lean. I just do a little at a time. Try not to get my GP up too high. Um, but I can get love. I have a couple characters that have over 400 shards that are just not. I'm not willing to take the 7 stars yet. For me,
Okay.
I like to work on squads when I am ready to take them up to relics.
Okay.
When I feel like, okay, this is the right time, let me work on JKR. I haven't done the requirements just yet, but once I'm ready, like, all right, I'm gonna take this squad up. I'll have enough gear by the time I get to JKR.
Okay.
I'm able to take them to gear 11, gear 12, no problems. So that's for me. I like to hoard,
I got
but
you.
also have fun with it.
I got you. So you also said you got the executive requirements farmed. I'm guessing I only see Bosk at 7 stars and Boba Fett, but are you sitting there with Cad Bane and IG88 and Dengar shards as well? Just haven't been activated.
Yep, I have exactly 330 for Dengar,
Okay.
exactly 330 for CAD, and exactly 330 for IG 2000.
Now,
I'm just current.
no, go ahead.
I am working on IG 2000 ship. I'm at 110 shards right now out of 330. So that would be my last farm
Now take a
for
minute too.
Executor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what I only see, and I'm gonna go back. I'm looking at your ships. Yeah. So I only see one Omicron that's been applied. What's going on there? Are you sitting on Omicrons? What are you doing with those?
I'm just kind of just thinking of what I want to do with the Omicrons. I haven't really found a use for a lot of the Omicrons just
Mm-hmm.
yet. I mean, I want to get Juhani eventually. I have Poggle, I think, is my only one just right now. I have Mara Jade I can definitely use to get up. And then I'm just kind of just waiting for the right moment to use Omicrons right
Okay.
now because I have a lot of other squads I'm just completely focused on. That just collecting, and when I'm ready, the guild asked me to put one on. It's like, hey, I have enough. I have like over 100.
Okay.
So just tell me what I need. Just at least help the guild out. I'm fine with that.
Did you put it on Droidica? I'm not. Where is he here? Yeah. No.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. What about
Not
that
yet.
Droidica one?
Oh, I did have the Droidica one?
You don't have the Droidica one. No.
Oh, I can definitely put that one on. I
Well,
just
there
need
you
to
go.
fix his modding. I just need to fix his modding. I'm just working on one squad at a time right now. I'm working
Yeah.
on Inquisitors
Okay.
just for the GI event.
Right.
Well, the Riva event, I should say, just to get that speeds
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, I noticed you said you were holding, when you have Omicrons and your guild tells you something, I would think one of the first things they might ask for would be that Droidica Omicron for sure. Um, so how many accounts are you just running 2 accounts right now, or do you have more?
I run 4.
Holy cow, man! So what? So tell me about your days. How do you run Grand Arena on all 4 of them? Like, do you play 4 Grand Arenas all the time?
4 Grand Arenas, 4 Conquest.
Good lord! 4 territory battles, 4 territory wars. Do
Yep,
you?
I mainly just do defense
Okay.
for my accounts because, I mean, a lot of them have good enough squads, like my gas squad on the account you're looking at now, or I can put my Imperial Troop, well, not my Imperial Troopers, I'll put my ships, like my Malevolence or my Negotiators, depending on what they want. So I kind of just go with the flow, and just we have territory war commands, so I just follow that. And then they like, hey, we have extra room. Does anybody want to put some random squads down?
Yeah.
And I just do that. And if I have enough squads on offense, I can help take out like easier squads or squads that are just kind of niche. I just go for those and help the guild out with that.
All right. I can't imagine doing 4 now. It's a little different for me because I'm also putting content together, and I get that. But when I added that 3rd account at the beginning of the year, it's fine, and I really want to go through it to do the free to play farming and show everybody what it's like. But man, it's really difficult. I miss stuff. I miss my energy refreshes. Not a lot, but it happens. I'll miss payouts and stuff. So tell me some of the struggles you go through having 4 different accounts that you're managing.
So 2 of them are European based. So like the payouts, the the reset for
Uh-huh.
the day kind of screws me up, and then also with the guild resets to know when my tickets need to be done. So I'm kind of just going by each account. Okay, am I at 600 tickets yet? Or am
Mm-hmm.
I missing like 20? I'm like, if I'm missing 20, I'm fine with that because probably have no energy. I'm trying to save it for the new day for the account. So it just depends on that. But energy, like missing, like energy refreshes, yeah, I'll miss those. But most of the time, I already have my farms already done first,
Mm-hmm.
and then whatever I get extra, I go for Chirotex.
Okay. So, what do you do during your days besides play Galaxy Heroes? Because I imagine this is taking up many hours a day. I mean, are you working? Or are you in school? Or what's going on, man?
So I'm working. I work an early job, like 4:30 a.m. to about 3 o'clock,
Okay.
3:15. So I do that 4 days a week. I'm off 3 days of the week. I have a wife and son, so I just kind of move my time around to when I'm not doing something with my son or my wife. So at my lunch break, I have like an hour long lunch break. So I take my time to play Galaxy of Heroes,
Right.
and then at work sometimes I have free time, so I can just look at my phone for a few minutes and just kind of answer messages,
Yeah.
and then play a little bit of swgoh so I can just move my time around to what I need to do first, and then I play the game because it's just easy access on my phone.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
All right. So, what's your Star Wars story? How did you find Star Wars? Who introduced you, and where how'd you end up here playing Star Wars?
So Star Wars was introduced to me probably when I was 3 or 4. My dad is a huge Star Wars and Trekkie fan. He introduced me to a lot of fantasy, like Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
So he got me into that as a young age, and I love Star Wars. I remember watching the originals with my dad,
Yeah.
VHS, and then DVD. So it was just very cool just to see like how it evolved with technology and everything. And I just started watching more Star Wars. I remember watching the first
Mm-hmm.
Phantom Menace. I was like 5 or 6 when it came out. So I remember watching it in
Okay.
theaters. Then the second one came out, and then the third one for the prequels. And then the sequels, I think it's just more a nostalgia factor of having Han Solo, Leia, Luke. But to me, they could have done a lot better. But it's everybody's opinion as well. But I just love the story of it. Just of how like Anakin came to be, and then I introduced my wife to watching all of the Star Wars movies, and she just hates the Anakin and Padme love story because she thinks it's so stupid,
Who
so
doesn't?
corny. But to me, I think it was just funny just to see how a person who's never watched Star Wars before,
Yeah.
like get into it, and then like, what is wrong with him? He's so young. It's just awesome just to see that from a different perspective of someone who's never seen Star Wars
Right.
ever.
Right.
So
All right, so last question here. So what for you advice you had for players to give? What's a piece of advice you'd like to leave everybody with regarding Star Wars Galaxy Heroes?
enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Enjoy your farms. Finish your farms like you preach in your videos. Because I'm the same way too. Just finish your farms out. Finish at least the shards. Get it done. Get it over with. But also farm whoever you want. If you want to farm the Rebel faction only, just go for it. If you want to farm just Imperial troopers, go for it. There's so many things you can do in this game, and it's not as grindy as other games are, but it's still a grind. But just enjoy the game, have fun, and join a Discord that's active. Have a guild that's very active, so it keeps you motivated to keep going, to keep playing. Because for me, if I'm in a Discord that's not very active, that's not very talkative, kind of makes me feel not as motivated, and I will leave the guild. It doesn't matter if it's a high GP guild, low GP guild, I will leave that and find a guild that's more active. Because I want to be with people who are active, who are progressing, and I love seeing people's progression. So that's my take.
All right, man. Well, thanks for jumping on here with me today for a dad talk. I appreciate it. Everybody, it's Justin Z, XiLegolasXi. He's managing 4 accounts. He's doing it like a boss with a kid and a wife. He is the man we all hope to be someday. Thanks a lot, Justin.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, everybody out there, thanks for tuning in again to another Dad Talk. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your families. Have fun out there. Love the people that love you back. And always remember, Nooch too good.